Welcome, welcome. This is Tanya R. Lewis with the Diary of Dating Over 50. And I have an amazing guest for you all tonight. Y'all know how I do it. I allow my guests to introduce themselves. Welcome, Dr. Jai.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm so honored and humbled for you to even accept this opportunity for me to be on your show. I am Dr. Ja, in spite of. I am
Yes.
a medical provider. I am an author. I am a model. I am a motivational speaker. I am a legal consultant. I am a semi actress. I am a magazine photo model. You name it, I'm that. Okay, I'm a jack of all trades.
Oh, good, good. Dr. Jai, where was you born at?
I was born in Chicago, Illinois.
Midwest girl.
Oh, yes.
Cleveland, Ohio in the house. Okay.
Ah.
Okay, we're going to jump right into this, okay?
Okay.
So, how did surviving the traumatic car accident shape your calling to heal and serve others?
That car accident was definitely my profound moment. My moment of, and my purpose of what I was supposed to do on this earth. This life that we call journey, our journeys is remarkable. And at that time, my father and my mother, we were going to my grandmother's funeral. My dad fell asleep at the wheel and we hit a bridge. We were in the hospital for months. But the most profound moment is when I saved my brother's arm. His arm was just torn. It was just a ligament just hanging. And I remember grabbing a shirt or something and just wrapping it around it and holding it until the helicopter came because we were on a bridge and we just tilted. So if anything moved,
So, y'all was kind of hanging off the bridge.
yes, we was hanging. The rails of the bridge were through the car.
How old were you then?
I was in my senior year in high school, so I didn't really make many of my activities as a senior, but that's okay. I'm still alive. And we sat in the hospital for months. It was my brother. I had three brothers and a sister. Of course, no one passed, but we were there for some months.
So, how did you know to wrap his arm up to save his arm?
It was all God because I had no clue. I always, I never really thought about medical field per se. But just in that moment and just seeing it and just hanging, I was like, oh, I got to just save my brother's arm. I don't care what I got to do. I just got to grab it. And with the rails of the bridges through, and I'm trying to get up under there, I'm just grabbing things and he was just bleeding so much. All I can do is just stop the bleeding. My concept was stop the bleeding.
Stop the bleeding.
That's all I knew at that point. But I know they told me if I hadn't wrapped his arm and held it like that, he would have lost his arm.
Wow. And what physically happened to you?
I had a lot of scars in my face, believe it or not. A lot of scars, a lot on my body, my back, just from that car accident, and a lot of emotional
Trauma.
Yeah, emotional trauma, which sometimes when I talk about it, I still struggle with it.
Yes.
So, yeah.
So, did your dad? I'm sure your dad felt horrible.
He did. He actually did, and with him having to be in the hospital pretty much one of the longest, out of all of us, he felt a lot of, discomfort and beating himself up sometimes, So he did, he went through that struggle. But at the end of the day, just for us all of us to still be breathing was a blessing, and that's how we uplift each other. We all still here, regardless.
Wow, wow. And your parents both?
Yes, yeah, they're both. Well, my dad passed away about 3 years ago, but that moment just embraced all of us.
Wow.
But my baby brother, was the one that had the most trauma.
Okay. So tell me this. What does, because we're gonna lighten it up a little bit.
Okay.
And we're gonna talk about the dating portion of your life.
Oh,
Okay. So tell me this.
Okay.
What does feeling safe look like in a relationship for you?
When I can come to you at any time, any moment, and just tell you some things, and you gonna be with me like down 4 flat tires. We're gonna roll
said
this
4
thing
flat
out. We're gonna roll this thing out. Just help me, embrace me. I'm a very compassionate person. The hugs, the hand holding, all of that. Just knowing that you got me, regardless of what the world is saying or what people are saying or how they're looking.
Yes.
You got me.
Yes. Okay. So, when you imagine a great partner, what qualities matter to you and your peace?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Now you know
Yeah.
I protect my peace.
I know you
right?
do.
You know I'm one of those that go MIA quick. So
MIA.
my peace is priority to me
Yes.
because of what I've been through in the past. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm in that zone. I'm going to protect my peace. I don't care how much I like you,
Yes.
per se, love you, want to be with you, or just lusting for you, or whatever you want to call it. My peace going to come first. And if I see any little red flags, call me what you want. You want to make me run away? Show me a flag,
So you're a
and I'm
flag.
out.
Okay. So we're gonna talk about flags. What type of flags you talking about? Like, what is your most honest green flag when you're getting to know someone?
I'm transparent.
You transparent.
I am so transparent. There's no need to hide because eventually you're gonna find it out anyway. If you're gonna be with me, you're gonna find out. So I'm transparent, and I want that transparency on your side as well. Just hey, baby, I don't have it. Baby, I'm trying to get it. Baby, can we build it? That's
Yeah.
it.
Be honest from the beginning.
Be honest.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And what boundaries will you protect this year, and why is it important to you? Boundaries. What?
Ooh-wee. My boundaries for me, we spoke about peace, but my boundaries is I'm not going to be out there doing 24/7 for you. You're going to
Okay.
meet me and we're going to do it together, but I'm not going to be the one that's doing it all the time.
Yeah.
If we're going to go out on a date, don't look for me to plan the date.
Yes. Yes.
You know what I'm saying? If we're going to go on a trip, don't look for me to plan the trip. We're going to come and we meet head to head, and that's how we're going to do it. I found myself from past relationships where I was doing it. Every time you turn around, I had to do this.
I think a lot of ladies are going through
Yeah.
that. The guys just show up and we just plan everything.
Everything,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
And then you want to feel some type of way because if we don't plan it, we don't get to do anything.
Right.
So I just need for you to meet me. Meet me.
I talk to a lot of ladies, and we want to feel wanted.
Yes.
We don't want to have to send you a what do they call it, a flare in the sky to say I'm over here.
Exactly.
We want the surprises. We want the chivalry. Do you
Yes.
think chivalry is dead?
To certain points, and that can be both ways. And that can be on our part as well. If we just think that we didn't, we're going to do it anyway. I'm going to jump out the car before you can even get to the other side to open my door.
Okay,
So
okay.
that's it works both ways. But I don't think it's dead. I just think it needs to be rekindled.
I like that.
Just
I like
rekindled.
that. I like
and I think that we need to embrace, especially our young men, as well as the older. There's no age limit. Let me just go say that. I just think that we need to embrace the concept of chivalry.
Okay.
I think we need to go back to the traditions. I just had I did a speaking engagement going back to the basics last week.
Yes,
Let's just go
I seen
back.
it. Go back to the basics.
Stop trying to create something when it's already there.
And then check yes or no if you want to be my boyfriend or my
I
girlfriend.
know, right? Write me a love letter. Come and sit on my porch and
Right.
let's just watch the sunset. Stuff like that.
Right. Walk outside and there is one rose and a note that says something special.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That part. We
That's
still
chivalry.
like that. We like that. Believe it or not. Grown women
Yes.
like that.
We do.
So
We
yeah.
do. So
that's
tell
what-
me, when did you know that you wanted to become a doctor?
Ooh. Well, I know the profound moment was the car accident. I think when I was playing in the backyard and stuff, I was always the one that's the leader.
Okay.
I wanted to be this and you be that. You
you want to tell
and-
everybody what they
Yes,
want
and then if you get sick, and I will say this: through my teenage years, I'm the oldest out of my siblings.
Okay.
So I am the mommy per se when mommy wasn't there, and I always wanted to be that person that take care of people, the compassion I have for people, because down the line I had people to take care of me
Okay.
and my family, in spite of the other stuff. But I would say probably in middle school and coming up into junior high, I knew I had a calling of helping people. Now, which way I was going to go, I didn't know.
You didn't know which way you were going to
But
go.
I know I have that compassion, and I still have it.
And was it hard for a black woman to get into the industry of what you do?
Yes, it's hard. I'm not going to even sugarcoat it because you got to be.
Don't sugarcoat it. Tell us exactly how
You
it is.
got to know your stuff. You can't sit there and have a cheat sheet and think you can get over. I found myself through my clinicals and all that, the whole 9 yards, is that when they're asking questions, you're the one that's going to be asked. And you needed to know it, because if not, they're going to I know you didn't know it anyway.
Right.
So it's more competition. It was competitive.
Okay.
Because you can't just go in there and think you're going to do something and not be the best at it, doing it, And to me, I like competition, so I was all on you.
You was all.
I was
so
all on you.
How do you mix your holistic with what you do?
So as a provider, I know prescription drugs is one of the things that I taught to do.
Okay.
But I'm also taught to use your natural body influences, anything else that can help you before you get to the medicine.
Especially with prescription drugs.
Prescription.
Because of the effect. A lot of our young people that are on heroin and fentanyl now started off with a prescription.
That part.
Yeah.
That part. And then it also goes deeper than that, because I am certified in intuitive healing. So that means that your mind, your body, and your spirit all has to be in alignment.
Yeah.
So I always use this thing about connecting the dots. So if I can connect your dots before I get to the medication part, we cracking, we moving now.
That was one of my biggest things, me being a recovering addict. I found my drug of choice through prescription drugs.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So, and I had neck surgeries. I had a couple neck surgeries, and it would have been great to go that route instead of the route. So now when I go to a doctor, the first thing I say is, I'm an addict. So don't prescribe me.
Right.
And I've had doctors that just let it go through their head, and then they, at the end of the appointment, and I got some type of pain, they want to give me some
pop you with some
narcotics.
Yeah.
And I just told you.
Yeah.
I'm an addict. So
and
you
that comes from the concept as I'm here to prescribe, not to connect and heal
those
you.
dots.
Whole is whole. It's all about the wholeness from the head to the toe. You're there to be that person's advocate. If they're telling you something and you're gonna go against it and give, then you therefore. And let me just put this out here.
Okay.
Most of them, you can get incentives for prescribing this and that. I'm just going to put it out there.
So if you prescribe these drugs, the drug people will throw you some
pharmaceutical, that's the game sometimes.
Yeah.
And so you have some that will probably embrace that.
Yeah. Because I had a doctor that was a friend of mine that prescribed us all the drugs.
See, and
he was doing them too.
Yeah, and it's easily to get hooked on. I'm serious, because you have easy access.
You got easy.
You
access
got your
to
colleague that, hey, do me a favor, I got you. It's easy access.
Wow.
But I always tell people, when I try to do with my patients, is that let me see what's going on with you.
Yeah. So tell me, how did you? So I come in there and I say that because I do have shoulder pains. I can hardly sleep on my shoulders sometimes. But how would you connect the dots for me? What would you, knowing that I'm a recovering addict, how would you take me through that process?
Oh, trust me, I'm gonna get deep down in your soul, because I got to know what you're thinking about, how you're feeling at that moment, and where you're coming from.
Okay.
So once you're telling me all this and that, now I got to see how strong is your mindset, because your mindset determines how you're going to react to any type of situation, anything that comes before you. If you have a healthy mindset, that means that your body can be aligned with your spirituality. And then when we talk about spirituality, people automatically think church. No, I'm talking about the concept of spirituality in you, within you, your inner peace, how you treat people. So I connect that mindset, your spirituality, and then I go to the physical, because most people don't want to tell you, but most of your physical conditions are coming from stressful events. Your mindset messed up, you're on emotional roller coaster. All that comes from imbalance. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So once you tell me what you done been through, what you're going through, how you handle situations, I'm going to introduce you to meditation. Come on, we're gonna talk about some things, and we're gonna meditate on some things. But I need for you to realize that prescription temporary. That's a temporary fix.
Yes,
So
it
you
was.
got
It
you
was.
got an inner peace. You got something inside of you that has to be fixed, and it's much more than popping a pill.
So when you align all that together,
It's connecting the
you can
dots.
find you can yeah. Because there was times where I invented pain just so I could get some more drugs.
Yeah, it's
okay?
connect. You have
So,
clarification
yeah.
when your mind, body, and spirit is all in alignment.
Mm-hmm.
Can't nothing, nobody play no tricks with you.
Yeah. And that's where I am now.
And so you have a free spirit.
Yes.
So when people, you may offend a lot of people because you be like, I'm not doing that. I know what I want. That's not what I want, and you're not gonna do this to me. So it's all about the mindset to me.
Wow. Wow. Okay. So your mantra is to overcome, to go against, and go beyond. What does that look like in your day-to-day work and decision making?
I'm gonna overcome anything. I don't care what comes before me. I know it's a temporary fix because I'm gonna make it temporary. Okay, and I'm gonna go beyond because that's not an option anymore. That's not an option for anyone if you want to be a little bit more different. Indifference.
Okay.
Indifference.
Okay.
We're
Okay.
not different. We're indifference. And if you're gonna just accomplish, if I'm gonna tell you, it's a tricky world. It's a competitive world.
Yes.
It's always somebody trying to do something or try to come after you on all levels.
All levels.
So you got to
Absolutely.
be headstrong, stand tall, stand on your toes, and like, I don't care. It's temporary. You came in my life, you left. I did this, it's gone.
Yeah.
It's all temporary. So you just think that it's temporary, and you're going to continue to focus on, okay, so now that's gone. I'm going here.
Okay.
And every time you want a different level in life, you're going to have to remove some stuff.
Oh yeah. Some
You're
people.
going to have to remove some stuff.
And some people.
And some people.
Yes.
So each level in your life, you're eliminating. And it's okay. Because in order to get to the next level, and we always know, you have to clarify some things. You got to get rid of some negativity in your life. So when you do that, you're going to move. You're going to move. I got this thing about, you was my season last year, you're not my season this year.
Wow.
So it's just removing. Remove and deplete.
So tell me this.
Mm-hmm.
You do a lot of tea parties. You bring a lot of people together.
Mm-hmm.
What is it that is that you want to accomplish out of these? I haven't been able to make it to one yet because
Okay.
every time you have one, I'm in the sky.
Okay.
But I think the one in May, I think I'm off.
Okay. Okay.
And they be so beautiful. Everybody dress up in their tea hats and tell me, how did you get started with that?
Well, let me just put this disclaimer out here.
Okay.
When I dress up, it takes me to another level.
I love to look
Okay. So I
beautiful.
have these alter egos where if I wanna be Queen of England or somebody,
And you
I'm
be
gonna
Queen of England, too.
put my dress on like Queen of England.
And your hat.
And my hats. I'm gonna wear. I had a problem today, but it's okay. I wear my hats. Whatever I want to be, I'm gonna dress like that.
Yes.
And so I started using the tea parties as dressing because I love fashions, and I'm gonna put on something.
And I know you turn these restaurants out. I know they look and be like, these restaurants.
So what I do, the foundation of it is to empower. And I found out what I'm doing now is that tea parties are not just for women.
No, because men are coming
Yeah,
to your tea
yeah,
parties.
they're coming. And
Yes.
what we do is we embrace each other. We share a little bit about each other. We network on within the side, but it's just building your confidence.
Yes.
It's just putting on some clothes and making you feel good.
And having some good food because you
Oh,
go to some great
Yeah,
restaurants.
I gotta eat. We're
got
gonna
to say-
eat. We're gonna eat. But
got to
yeah,
say-
it's just empowerment. And I just wanted to take it at a different angle.
Well, empowerment. Let's stop there because you got this big conference coming up, and I'm one of your speakers.
Yeah,
Yay,
thank
me.
you so much.
Tell me about you did that.
You did it has been it was embedded in me for years. And that came from the concept of when I went through domestic violence.
Okay.
And almost killed me and all like that.
Tell me a little bit about that.
I was married to sleeping with the enemy.
Okay.
And with that being said, it was a life lesson learned, and I was just drowning. My life was going away. And so I always had in the back of my mind is like, I'm going to come out of this and I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you. You know, that was my thing.
But
And
he told you didn't nobody else want you. Huh?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I was ugly. I was a me. You name it. I was this. The verbal abuse, even though it was physical as well, the verbal abuse, I think, stuck with me more. Because of the tear down, come in the house and you this, you ain't that, and you this. Every day was something, you know. Coming on my job, it was something. It
Why
was
did you stay?
embarrassing.
Why did you stay? Because people will ask, why do you stay?
And you know what? They always ask, why did I stay? And I was like, how did I get out? But the problem was I came from this foundation of a traditional family. You know, mommy, daddy. You're gonna have some problems. You're gonna stick through them. You're gonna go through them, and then you got the
You
kids.
stayed in the marriage no matter what.
Yeah, just staying there's like, oh, I got my kids. I don't want my kids to be this. And I found out later on in life that my kids suffered more than anything. The longer I was staying, they were suffering, you know. So that you did it tells me, and it reminds me now, I did it. You did it. You did it, and you did it. I did it. And I'm going to continue to use that. And so the conference is to align individuals. I didn't want to go out there and get this celebrity. I'm looking for real people.
You got some great people that
Yes.
oh my goodness.
Oh,
it's
just
gonna
listening
be-
to the story. I get excited when they tell me a little bit of it. And it's just real stories, unfiltered. Y'all coming to the surface. You're letting people know you're embracing. Because it's a lot of people out there that want to tell that story.
and they're
there's-
they're so embarrassed or they're scared
Yes,
or
yes.
they worry about what people would think. I don't care. I scream to the top of my lungs. I'm 14 years clean, and I'm telling you, I'm a miracle sitting here.
That's
so
right.
I did that.
You did it. You are the voice that did that.
yes.
So, and that's what it is. It's all about empowerment on a different level, and the conference with a twist.
Okay.
You know, we're not going to sit there and just let everybody talk all night long. You know, people get sleepy and they get tired and ready to go. We're going to have some good food. We're going to have some music. You're going to have the opportunity to embrace each other and hope to build some relationships.
Absolutely.
Some good relationships.
I've already like Dr. Sione.
Yes.
He comment on my page all the time now.
Yes, you
and I
gonna
met
be-
him, and the other women have friend me.
See?
From that, yeah.
It's all, and people are looking for that now. People are looking for that connection, that real connection. You know, we don't have the play out there. We want realness now, because we in a time now that you need real.
Yes.
Just be real with me.
And
that's
that's
my thing.
and I can't wait. Tell me something.
Okay.
If you had to describe your man, what would he? Because mine is tall, dog, about 6'4", but every woman like a 6'4" guy. Got good hair, light skin. You know what I'm saying?
Now, see, there you go.
Describe
Okay.
your man for me.
Oh,
You know,
my.
this is a dating, so I got to get into
Okay,
that too.
you know what? I used to have a different type. You know, I used to have the big,
Yes.
tall muscles and all that. Right now, my man in this season of my life is gotta be taller than me. I'm sorry. Gotta be taller than me. Gotta be taller than me now. We're gonna be real. We're gonna be real. Unfiltered, okay? You gotta be a little
What you like is what you like.
That is what I like. You gotta be taller than me. And you have to I like low haircuts. I like bald heads. You know, I like that. But I want you a little muscular, because I need for you to be able to pick me up. Okay. And I want you to be into physical fit,
Yes.
because our body is our temple.
Yes, it is.
And
Yes, it
and
is.
so as we think about looks per se, I'm looking at health per se,
Okay.
because I'm gonna need for you to run.
What
with
about
me.
sexually active?
Ooh, well, right now I ain't doing nothing. We ain't gonna play them kind of games.
We ain't gonna play them games. Okay.
No, because I need for my body. I've learned that
It's definitely our temple.
it's your temple, and not only that, you have to be careful who you let it have access to you.
Yes.
Okay, and right
So
now,
would you make them wait until you got married?
I don't know about all that. Now we ain't gonna say all that. We ain't gonna say
Wait a
all
second,
that. But it's not gonna be a rush.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm at the stage in my life where I've been there, done that. I played, did all the playtime and all that, but it's going to take, you're going to have to allow me to trust you.
Yes.
Because I have trust issues, and I'm so
Ooh.
transparent with that.
I do too.
I have trust issues, and anytime I feel like you want to slide to the left, I'm gonna slide all the way right out the door. I'm gone. So I definitely have trust issues. So I gotta build. You gotta make
build
me
that trust. Yeah.
create me a safe place. Allow me to trust you, and be the man that you need to be.
Yeah. I'm redating my husband, and I'm even making him wait. Yeah.
Oh,
my
that's-
ex-husband, girl.
I
And it's so
know.
funny. But I'm
Oh.
making him wait too.
But you know what? You never know, because sometimes when you go back, you have missed some of the qualities that you didn't know was there.
Yeah. Well, the thing of it is, we were good together.
Okay.
You know, we just hit something that was just I couldn't forgive it.
I got it.
And God said you got to forgive. You know, so I was
Yes.
able to get through that.
Okay.
And now we're trying it again. You know what I'm
Okay,
saying? So,
well-
but we got it. It's a slow process.
But look, you tried
It's
it,
a
and
slow
that
start,
forgiveness
yes.
is something. That
So
forgiveness.
tell me this: what is your definition of commitment in this stage of your life?
Oh, you know, I've been putting up all kind of posts about commitment.
Yes, you have.
And my commitment means that if you say you're gonna do something, if
No
you
matter how
say you're
small.
gonna be real, if you say you are into me,
Mm-hmm.
and if you say that you want me, then I need all that to show through actions. I don't want to hear no words. I don't need for you to breathe on the phone all night long, talking about baby, 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 we're gonna be okay. I love you. And then in the morning I can't hear from you. Or you go MIA for 24 hours and
Yes.
you saying
No.
you working.
So tell me, in a relationship, now this is how I feel. In a relationship, we should have some type of contact throughout the day. Some type.
Right.
How do you feel about that?
You can't go 24 hours without contacting me. I don't care if you text me. You better let me know you breathing.
Right,
And that's and
absolutely.
I understand everyone has a busy schedule. I understand that you working. 'Cause I work 24/7.
Yes, you do.
But if I
You
got
work a
time to
lot.
say, "Hey, babe," then you got time to say good morning, love, or something. So it's all about, to me, if you can go 24 hours without contacting me,
Something
I'm not the
you
one.
didn't think about me that
No,
today.
no, I wasn't the one at that time.
Okay.
You know, I know in that moment. So your priority was elsewhere. And I get it if you're working.
So
get
have
that.
you worked through the trauma of your relationship that you was in with the distrust, the domestic violence? Have you worked through that? Have you seen yourself carrying that over into a new healthy relationship?
Transparent? Yes, I have. But I am working on myself daily. And it all comes back because I kept it under the rug for so long. And I didn't talk about it. You know, for years, I would never let anybody know. My parents didn't even know. So now I am in process. I work on it every day. You know, it's an everyday journey for me
Okay.
because of the fact that I was embarrassed, I was hurt, I couldn't believe that someone could do that to me, and then not only one time, but I had it 2 times. So
Wow.
so
And what did your kids think about that?
my my daughter, she's a little bit leaner, but my son, he's like,
was
"Mommy,
ready.
ain't nobody else gonna hurt you." You know, he right there. So that's my bodyguard, and so he feels like, no, you shouldn't be hurt no more, mommy. So that's where we are with that.
So have you worked through your trauma with the domestic violence and getting into new relationships, or do you see yourself taking that into those relationships?
Okay, so I do see myself taking that, and I has taken it to relationships, and I'm working on myself every day. That's why I talk so much about work on you, heal yourself. And it's
You do a lot of that, man. Do you?
yeah, because it's a healing process for me too, and I just kept it up on the rug for so long. I was just embarrassed. I was hurt. I just couldn't believe how people could do you that way.
And your kids?
And my kids, my son he ain't gonna let nobody hurt me. Mommy, no. My daughter is a little bit better on that end, but my son is not. No, that's
They
not gonna
they
happen.
probably have trust issues too with some
Yeah,
trusting you with someone.
yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
So they have some issues
Okay.
with that
So
too.
answer this for me.
Mm-hmm.
What do you want your life to feel like 1 year from now, and how should love support that?
Ooh,
Mm.
yeah. Well, 1 year, 1 year from now, I need for someone to value me to the utmost without looking at what I do, materialistic. I don't strip all that away from me.
Okay.
Strip it all the way. I'm in raw form. I want you to want me for me. That's it. I just want to have that person that can embrace me, hold me, just love on me. Love. It ain't got to be sexual. I need for you to
Intimacy.
love on me. Just love me. Tell me, hey, you got this. It's encouragement. I just need. It's a different form. Intimacy is different
Yes, it
at this
is,
age.
especially at our age.
At this
Yes.
age, and
Yes.
I just
Sometimes intimacy without the sex is more important than anything.
exactly. And you got
Yeah.
to be able to communicate with me because I'm
Yeah.
a talker. And if
Okay.
I'm doing all the talking and you up there like you can't can't say a sentence or something, we got a problem.
So tell me this:
Mm-hmm.
being a doctor and a strong black woman, and them little women, they really strong.
We feisty.
Yeah, very, very feisty. Do you intimidate men?
I don't. Some people, my girlfriends have told me I do,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't. I haven't recognized that because I call myself being nice and calm and easygoing all the time. But my girlfriends tell me it's the way I carry myself, the way I walk into a room, like I just own the
I'm
world.
here.
And I had no intentions that I was doing that. And just the way I sit when people come in. Because when you come to me, I'm assessing you from head to toe already.
Right.
I'm just trying to see your body language and what are you really talking about?
Yeah, but if they say one or more people say something to you about you, you might have to take a look at it.
Yeah, okay.
That's what they say.
I'm gonna work on that. Look, you're right. You're right. Yeah, I'm gonna work on
Because
that.
you know
Okay.
what? I really have dulled down because being strong alpha women, it can intimidate.
Yeah.
Men. Some men find it attractive until that you release it on them.
Yeah. Then they mad.
Then it's a whole different story. But I have had to be more submissive, and I found out I get more when I'm submissive, and I'm
Really?
not when I'm with a man, and I'm not so. I don't have to be so strong. I can be. I want to be safe though. I want to be safe to be able to allow you for all of my vulnerability that I'm unleash on you. But I got to feel safe.
And you know what? I'm gonna pick it back. I'm tired of being strong. I'm tired.
Just
I'm just
all
downright
right,
tired. I am tired.
exhausted.
I'm exhausted. I want to say, you handle it.
Yes, yes.
That's it. You take care of it. I'm going in the room, watch TV.
TV.
You do it.
Yes.
Let me know what you find out. I'm just tired, and that I feel like at this age, and you're right. I'm gonna tone it down.
Tone it down.
I'm gonna
Yes,
tone it down.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be calling you Tanya.
Yep. Tone it. Let's tone it
Look,
down.
I tried,
And I'm
but
gonna be watching you.
okay, I'm gonna tone
Okay.
it down.
All right. So, Dr. Jai, what lesson did dating teach you that you now refuse to repeat?
Yeah,
You
my.
refuse.
Oh, I refuse to repeat allowing my expectations of that person to be the foundation. And I will admit that sometimes your expectations can ruin some of the best relationships.
Yes, when you have those real big
Big.
because my mom used to always tell me when you do something, don't expect.
Right,
Because
right,
when you expect, that's when it can ruin
right.
relationships.
When you expect a person to be a certain way and you just compare, and I'm gonna say comparison too. You just want that person to be that way.
Yeah.
And the expectation doesn't pan out, and at the end, it's all about understanding that person.
Yeah. And okay, and so being a doctor, and it just makes me think of this. You know, like I said, I had a doctor that you know he lost his way
Mm-hmm.
and he ended up getting strung out.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
and there's an oath that you all take,
Oh, yes.
and I'm sure you've seen other doctors
Mm-hmm.
that have lost their way.
Mm-hmm.
Just in case there's a doctor watching this
Mm-hmm.
or a medical profession,
Mm-hmm.
because the doctor that I had, Ohio is still looking for him, because he turned so many people out. You would go in his office and he really didn't even see you. You just went in there to get your prescription.
Mm-hmm.
He'll come in there buzzed and he might talk crazy, like what the hell is he talking about?
Mm-hmm.
You know, but what would you say to a doctor that have lost or a medical profession that have lost their way?
And
How do you get back?
I'm going to be honest. When you're losing your way, it's because you have lost yourself.
Oh,
And the reason why I say lost yourself is because our career is stressful, and you're dealing with people, and you worry more about people, and you forget about self. So I don't know exactly what happened, but there's a moment where the light bulb goes off, and all you want to do is just feel good.
mm-hmm.
Even when you're helping others, you'll do whatever it takes to feel good. And whether it causes your career or whatever, it's in there. They're not happy. They're missing some pieces of the puzzles within life. Whether it be a divorce, whether it be
Oh, he got a
loneliness,
divorce.
whether it be, because let me tell you, as any profession, anybody, you there's some dark sides. And when you're struggling with that and you don't get help yourself, then you're losing yourself. So when you find yourself like doing some stuff that you know that's unethical, then you got to take a step back. And if that means take some time off from your practice or wherever you work at, you have to do that. You have to save your soul before you can save others.
Okay.
Save you, and don't let it take you out. So it's just something
Yeah.
going on with
Because
that
it
self.
took all the way, he ended up going through divorce. He ended up, his office manager, that's who he ended up with. And they would ask you, do you have an older person you could bring to the doctor? I mean, they really got that bad,
Oh wow.
But how do you tell those patients that come in there that all they want is the prescription? They just want.
Well, I'm one of those. I'm one of those providers that would tell
That I
you.
didn't like and I didn't go to when I was using. Oh no, I
I'm
ain't
gonna
going to
say,
nobody like you.
we're
baby.
not gonna do
I,
that
I need to
today.
put a push-up bra and some gloss on and go in there and get what I need.
Yeah, we're not gonna do that today. Let's see what else we can figure out. And I always tell, we have to be careful because we can't sit there and not say you're not in pain, or we can't sit there and say you're not. You really just try. So you got to be. That goes back to the professional knowing how to assess seekers.
Seekers, is that what you call them?
Seekers, yeah. Seekers. I don't know what you're seeking, but I know what you're not going to get today. Seekers. And what you have to do, you have to embrace them. You can't just not do something, but you got to embrace the concept. Perhaps that is a seeker, but I need to do something. I have to have a whole lot of bucket of interventions of how I'm going to help that person, regardless if there's a seeking situation, because seeking is a condition.
Yes, it is.
It's a condition.
Yes.
And you can't beat up on a person that has a condition. You're supposed to treat that condition, but not always giving them what they want, but you got to give them what they need.
Okay. Yeah, I ain't like nobody like you. Mm-mm.
But we be the best of friends afterwards now.
Yeah,
But we're going to come up
yeah.
with some different inventions.
But you know what? You have to surrender
Mm-hmm.
as a person in my condition.
Mm-hmm.
I had to surrender in order for me to get some help because I didn't think I could ever go without that pain medication. Ever, ever, ever.
I know.
And I did it one day at a time.
It
but
takes
but
time.
but I had to surrender 1st.
Mm-hmm. And that goes back to the mindset. You have to have that alignment.
Yeah.
And that's where the professional needs to understand and accept the fact that, hey, it's bigger than this.
Yes. Yes.
You know, don't always think about, oh, I got 10 more patients I got to get. Huh? What you say you want? Okay, I'm gonna give you some Percocet. Okay, just
Wow.
and you
Yeah.
know, when you have a lot of patients and you on that 24/7 all day every day, all you're thinking about sometimes is time. So instead of me trying to see exactly what's going on with you, sometimes they may be like, hey, let me go on. What you need a 30-day supply, 60-day? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just to move
Just
through
to
the
move
whole.
and to get your money.
Yeah. We know we talked
You
about
know,
that.
the insurance.
Yeah,
You know,
I'm gonna keep you here for what? You got 10 more minutes, about 10 more minutes to make sure I get that 30
that
minute
whole
interview.
30
You
minutes.
know, yeah,
Wow.
so you gotta think about what type of profession are you dealing with, and what type of provider, what type of doctors you dealing with. You gotta do your homework as well as the provider has to do their homework.
Okay. Tell me this. My last question.
Okay.
Dr. Jai, that 10-year-old, or that, let's say that 15-year-old is sitting over there.
Hmm.
What would you say to her to guide her through life with all the trials and all the tribulations? What would you tell her?
Dr. Jai is a little girl.
Or that young lady that's sitting over there that's struggling in an abusive relationship at a very young age, going to school to be a doctor, and that relationship is pulling her away.
Step back, reassess, redefine, reclaim, and move forward. And it's easily said than done.
Yeah, because those sound like words to a young
Yeah,
lady
that
that's
sounds
stuck. That's
so.
stuck in the grips.
Yes. So if I want to come to you in the raw and unfiltered, stay focused. Don't get hooked up with no little boys right now. Stay in what do you say you want to do? I need for you to focus on that. Learn how to go about how you need to get to that. Embrace all positive. Try to get in a good crowd. Don't follow the crowd. Don't do something that you know you don't supposed to do. Stay in tune with your body. Once you know yourself, then you're not going to deter. Stay focused. And as a little girl trying to be that person that she wants to be, just embrace you, because you got to love on you first.
Yeah.
And it's hard because she's still young.
Mm-hmm.
So that comes in. I always tell someone, find you a good mentor. Find you someone you like hanging. Find you a grown person you like to hang around with.
Yeah.
You know, find you somebody that you can enjoy talking to. Go sit at Miss Mary house and see what Miss Mary had to say today.
And that's what we did when we were
Yeah.
younger. But today they rather go on social media.
Social media has this.
And the social media affects all of us
Yes.
in the same. Have you ever online dated?
Let me tell you what.
Oh,
I did. My son was telling me, I don't forgot the name of Tinder.
oh, you was on Tinder, Dr.
Girl, for one day. And one day I met this little guy, and I'm supposed to go with him. When I met that guy, I was like,
Tinder was the wrong one, though.
yeah, I didn't know. That was back in the day then. But some people have a good experience with the dating online. I was not one. That one time was enough for me.
Yeah.
And I guess it's because of my girlfriend too. I had a girlfriend that did it all the time, as she got caught up and stuff. And so I'm kind of skeptical about that sometimes.
Yeah, it's hard to online date. Because once you find somebody, you're supposed to get off. And a lot of people don't. And it's like a smorgasbord. And it's like you're gonna find it's like going to a salon or a barber. Eventually you're gonna find that haircut or that hairstyle you like.
You're right.
And you're supposed to be in a committed relationship.
See?
Yeah. But social media is it's ruining our children today because it's false narratives on there.
You're right.
And these young people, and I fly with a lot of young girls, and I tell them they be in the zone, they be gone, and I have to pull them back in. Come, let me say this to you. So we have to be an examples for our young women out here.
Because they're watching us. They may not say much or like or love, but they're watching us.
Yes.
So, and that was one of my main things about going back to the basics. Let's just, it's okay. It's okay to, You don't have to be in a big crowd. You don't have to follow a crowd, and just learn to assess people. And I say that not just the medical side of it, just be aware. Be aware. Watch them. Watch how they move. Watch how they talk.
Yeah.
Watch what they do.
And if it don't match and their action don't match up,
You need to get away from it. Yeah.
well, it's been so amazing. Now I learned a lot about you today, and I know when I do that conference with you, I'm gonna learn even more.
Oh yeah, I'm coming. I'm gonna let it all hang out. They just said let it all hang out
Yeah.
because I've hidden stuff for so long, and it's gonna be a whole therapy session for me as well.
So you're gonna talk as well.
I'm gonna tell some things that I haven't told.
Me too.
We're gonna be okay.
Me too. We are. Thank you.
You're welcome. I appreciate you so much. I love you so
I
much.
love you too.
Hey, we can do it, girl. And we can run all in the field and everything.
Yes. That's what Celie said.
Yes. Yes, I enjoyed
Appreciate
it.
you,
though.
absolutely. So we come to the end of our show. Tell my viewers what you definitely got the conference up next. If they want to come and visit you as a patient or just to come and visit, to come to one of your events, how would they get in touch?
Okay, mostly all of my information, I'm a Facebooker, but I do Instagram. You can find me on Facebook, Dr. Jai, Jaijai. And I try to put everything that I'm doing, especially I promote myself.
do. You
I
do a
promote
very good
myself. I
job.
don't want nobody. I'm going to promote myself. So you'll usually see all of my events listed, how you can get in touch with me. I'm very, upfront. If you want my number, you DM me. We go from there. I do all of that. As a matter of fact, the You Did It conference is June the 27th, and we're going to have a ball.
Oh, yes, we are. Yes, we
I'm
are.
getting ready to open up a new spa downtown West Midtown in the end of May. Okay, so I will be doing that, bringing back my beauty within, and all my Botox and all of that is going to be coming. So I'm usually, come on Facebook and you'll see everything
Yes.
that I'm pretty much doing.
And your doctor practice is cosmetics, right?
Cosmetic, but I do family. I
do
do
family?
family practice. I do DOT.
Like internal medicine?
Yes.
Okay.
DOTs. I do sports physicals, any kind of physicals. I do weight loss. I do everything. You name it.
Okay. That's good to know.
I got
me
you.
a little Botox
Look,
right
look,
here.
look, I do all
Just a
the-
little bit right here.
Just a little bit.
Tighten this up on a little
Look, I
bit.
got you.
Okay. All right. Well, it's been amazing, Dr.
Oh,
Jai.
thank you.
And these are my closing thoughts about you. I wish I could have talked to you for hours because I
Okay.
know. But thank God I'm your friend. So, Dr. Jai, this is for you. My closing thoughts. Dr. Jai Johnson's story is a powerful reminder that healing is not only a destination, it is a decision, a process, and a purpose. From surviving a traumatic turning point to building multiple thriving brands, she has transformed lived experience into meaningful impact. Her commitment to compassionate, personalized care reflect a standard of excellence that goes beyond medicine. Goes beyond medicine, reaching the heart of identity, confidence, and wholeness. I love you. And she continues to expand her legacy. Dr. Jai remains rooted in her mantra, and she guides by her belief that true transformation happens when individual leads, feels and seen supported and empowered. With every patient, student, and client she serves, she offers more than service. She creates an environment where restoration is possible from the inside out. Moving forward, her vision remains clear: to overcome, to go against limits and beyond expectations, uplifting lives, yes, with intentions and empathy and unwavering purpose. Dr. Jai is just a whole bundle of a great woman, and I'm so happy to be your friend.
Oh,
And thank you for an internal medicine. I'm coming to you because
okay,
I
I
need an
got
internal medicine doctor.
I got you. I got
So,
you.
thank you guys. Thank you for all my viewers out there. I appreciate you. And y'all see this amazing, wonderful, colorful outfit I have on. It's a design by Sakana Rose. The information will be at the end of the show. You can see and you can contact her. She has some bold, amazing, amazing designs. They just came in from Ghana, so you got to grab them before they're gone. Thanks again. This is Tanya R. Lewis with the Diary of Dating Over 50. Thank you, Dr. Jai.
You are so welcome.